Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Happy 4/4 portal, right? Let's see what's in the energy. Welcome to those returning. Welcome to those who are new. It is so good to have you. Gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder. What moments fill me with wonder? You know, solar plexus. Getting a big solar plexus vibe here. Gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder. We're meant to look at life through the eyes of a child. We are meant to really just bring wonderment and joy into our everyday life. That's where you find the magic. All right. This is not bad for this 4/4 event, right? Let's go ahead and get you a couple affirmations. Let's see what's in the energy. What do you need? What affirmation, what mantra do you need? I'm going to keep it short, nothing crazy. I just have 5/5, so there's change coming in for people. Okay. Ooh, I saw this in the pre-shuffle. I feel safe receiving love. I don't chase, I attract. I live in a state of perpetual happiness. Bottom of the deck is, my life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. I love this energy. This is amazing. Okay. So, this one. Okay. I feel safe receiving love. I don't chase, I attract. I live in a state of perpetual happiness. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. All right, so these are things that you need to tell yourself right now, especially as you're trying to manifest things in, right? The energy is shifting, retrogrades are ending, things are happening, so feel safe. It's okay to receive love. I don't chase, I attract. I live in a state of perpetual happiness. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. All right, let's take a look at this. Where do they want to go? What do they want to tell you? Embrace the energy of peace. This is falling under, I feel safe receiving love. It's like, it's okay to put that shield down. It's okay to drop that sword a little bit. And it's okay for you to receive love. I just saw 33 on the clock. So it's embracing that heart chakra. It is really looking at life with the eyes of forgiveness, unconditional love. It might be forgiveness for self, but it might be for others as well. A lot of us have a past that was very uncomfortable, and looking at love again can be very scary. But the universe is telling you it's safe. It's safe. What is happening here? There we go. It's safe receiving love. Okay, drop the shield. Allow people to come in. It's hard. It really is. Okay, I don't chase, I attract. So you're attracting people, one, that love you for who you are, and it's also going to bring in a lot of success and a lot of happiness. So perhaps this person that you're attracting in, it's going to bring you a lot of success, a lot of happiness. I love that for you, right? Move in a new direction. I live in a state of perpetual happiness. But you know what? I was thinking about this earlier. I don't know. I might have been talking to somebody, but it was about when we stay still, we become stagnant. And sometimes in order for us to grow, and in order for us to expand, in order for us to keep this happiness going, sometimes we need to move. Sometimes we need to move direction. Sometimes we actually need to move. Sometimes we need change, and that's what, one, keeps you growing, and two, really helps you to, not become stagnant. There's nothing worse than just feeling blah about life, right? Honestly, sometimes we do have to move forward. Sometimes we do have to move in a new direction. If we are looking at love, I'm looking at a map here. Maybe you and another person are not living in the same place. Maybe you and another person are at a distance. And I'm not saying move there, but I'm saying there's movement. And it's whoever's on your mind, if this is a person, they're going to bring you a lot of success, a lot of happiness, but it's okay to let them in. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. Right now, you're waiting for important information. You know, they're also saying trust your talents in changing times. Again, there's a lot of movement going on right now to bring in these lucky breaks, to bring in this divine timing. You may be asking the universe for signs and synchronicities. I feel like a lot of you are shedding the old. If you look at that snake there, it's like you're shedding your old ways. You're shedding things from the past. You're really cleansing them with that smoke. So it's like you're waiting for go time, you know. Spirit wants you to trust your talents. You know, you have all the tools necessary for you to bring in whatever it is that you truly want and desire. I also, with that orange on the fox, a lot of sacral chakra. So it's a lot about your creativity. Maybe you're very creative, you know? And, yes, the star, 7 of Wands. Right now, you're like, kind of defensive with this, you know, embrace the energy of peace, drop the shield. You're in a place of defensiveness. Is that a word? You're kind of defensive right now when it comes to allowing people into your energy, which I think is, you know, one, very good. Know your healthy boundaries, but sometimes you need to let people in order to receive, right? The star is here, and this is often about like spiritual guidance. Where is God, your angels, spirit leading you right now? Right now it looks like they're leading you to move, like change, or some kind of movement in your life, some kind of action. Yeah, there's been a lot of 3 of Swords. So it's like there's been a lot of loss, there's been a lot of pain, heartbreak, and that's why your walls are up. That's why that shield's up. That's why you're defensive right now, which is fine. It's understandable. But in order for us to continue to progress, continue to grow, it's important for us not to become stagnant in our energy and too comfortable where we are. So at one point you may have been working towards your north node, but if you become too stagnant, you resort back to the past, and it puts you in your south node, which is all about like comfort. You're going to learn some lessons there, you know. 5 of Cups, there's stuff that you have, it's kind of put you in some kind of like melancholy. I just heard the word melancholy energy. Okay. Let's see. It is safe receiving love. Right now, we have the Hermit here. So you're alone. You feel alone. You feel by yourself. I really feel like this is a mask that you're putting on. Like, you don't necessarily want to remain in hermit mode, right? I feel like sometimes we wear that mask like, no, I don't want love. No, I don't want love. No, absolutely not. But I do feel like I'm looking at this mask, and to me, it's like you're masking yourself by, putting yourself in isolation. It's okay to receive love. It's okay to drop that shield. It's okay to have inner peace. And I do think, going into hermit mode for some amount of time, putting yourself in isolation or really contemplation, connecting to the divine, listening to spiritual guidance, it does really help you put life into perspective. But at the same time, it's so important for us not to stay there. We are not meant to do life by ourselves. We are meant to have people around us that love us, support us, and help us get to the next side. Ace of Wands, beautiful. Somebody is really thinking about taking some kind of action. It could be some kind of creative endeavor. It could be like they're really getting the intuitive nudge to do something that makes them happy, that brings them success. And it's something that they have attracted into their life. Ooh, 7 of orbs. I live in a state of perpetual happiness. Move in a new direction. This new direction is an investment. Okay, it's like you're going to have to invest some time. That's why you're waiting for important information here. But it's also like a steady investment. You know, on the regular tarot, it's like the guy with the 1 pentacle, and he sees like the 6 on there. And he's like, he's been planting these seeds and he's been cultivating his crops. And, you know, he's really trying to get everything moving in the right direction. Really nice, right? It's like you are at that point in your life where you live in a state of perpetual happiness, or that's what you're calling in. But it's like you continue to do the work, and by doing the work, you're going to see long-term effects. Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to be taking some kind of action here with the Knight of Wands. I feel like it's definitely, you're getting that spark, that creative spark to do something. It's like that internal nudge to really move into something new. 3 of orbs. This is pentacles. So it's like, it's all about work. It's about collaborating. My life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. Trust your talents in changing times. It's like you already have what you need to move into something very successful. And whoever you're going to be collaborating with is really going to help bring that in for you. You've got 5 of Wands underneath. So it's like you definitely are in your head about this. There's a lot of conflict. But when this does come into happen, you've got justice here. There's like, it's going to bring a lot of balance. You know, and you're following your heart with this Knight of Cups. Ooh, and it's leading you to your 10 of Pentacles here. Excuse you? Yes, Chariot, a lot of success. And 2 of Cups, you're bringing in love or a really good partnership. A lot of harmony for yourself. A lot of happiness with this 9 of Cups. But yeah, you definitely have had a lot of loss. You know, things have ended for you with this 10 of Swords, and it's like now it's time to move on from that. It's time for you to move on from whatever was ending. Whatever was meant to end is ending. You know, don't become numb to the world. I just heard, don't become numb to the world because of past hurts. So it's all about, you know, stepping out of that energy and moving into something more beautiful. All right, let's get you an affirmation. We'll call it good. Beautiful energy for the 4-4 portal, right? Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see. Each day is a new opportunity. Yesterday is over and done. Today is the first day of my future. On the other side, it says, I know that old negative patterns no longer limit me. I let them go with ease. There is something that you're meant to let go of, so you can bring in this beautiful new beginning. Whatever that 10 of Swords was, whatever that ending is, whatever that, maybe I do feel like somebody, because of some kind of ending, has felt very numb. You're not meant to stay there. That's 333. Angel numbers galore. As I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. When I make a mistake, I realize that it is only part of the learning process. Yeah. And it's like forgiveness. We talk about it all the time. It's so important. Forgive yourself. Life is full of lessons. It's full of learning, right? And it's like we have to find a way to release that guilt, release that burden, release that shame, release things that no longer serve you, and move into your next chapter without the baggage of the past. My spiritual growth comes to me in ways I don't quite expect. I know I am always safe. This present experience is a stepping stone to a new awareness. Somebody's definitely on a spiritual journey here. And I love that for you. I think it's beautiful. You know, you're really thinking about working on things for yourself, and you have what you need to find success, to find love, to find happiness, to find joy. You know, all the things. So don't get in your own way. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, and I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are interested in personal readings, healing, chakra balancing, just spiritual guidance, please email me. I would love to connect. I'll see you guys again soon.